Hi friends, what's this? On this canvas we have drawn different colored arcs on it, and this is a pointer. By changing this scale or slider, we can change the pointer to different zones based on the value. This value changes from 0 to 180 and accordingly the pointer moves. We'll learn how to develop this. This is our blank template or blank window. So we have imported math module here because we will be using sine and cos, which requires this math. That is for the movement of the coordinates for the pointer. Now for this, first we will start with our canvas. C1 equal to tk dot canvas. Now this is in my parent window, my w line number 3. You can see we have declared it. Now width. What is the width is? Width minus 10. Variable we have declared at line number 4. So that we are telling. Then height equal to height minus 50. So these are all coordinates. Minus 50. Fine. Now the background color, I am just keeping it white. You can change it to any background color. So I am giving the hex values of white. One more. Fine. So this is my canvas. Let me place it on the grid. So C1 dot grid. If you are using different layout, you can try that. Row 0, column equal to 0. So these are my grid is my canvas is ready. Now some variables I will declare it. One is, because I am using variables, so it can be scale up and down, so you can change it easily. This is the arc width. I am giving 80. You can change it. You want a thicker or a thin arc or whatever based on that. I am writing it here, width of the arc, the colored portion. So now the coordinates. You know the arc I had to accommodate within a box. So x1, y1 and x2, y2. These all I had to define it. So I am just giving the values for that. Anyway, you may ask me how I got this. Okay, little trial and error where it is aligned based on your requirement. I am just within the canvas. I am placing this one. So 560. I am just 40, 560. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. I am just writing it here. Dimensions for the arc. Okay, within this box it will be. Now x and y. X, y are the centers and the r is the radius of the pointer. So that's what, or it is a length actually. It's not radius, it's the length of the pointer. So I am saying 300. This is the center point. 295 and thickness is 220. Sorry, the length is 220. If you increase it, it will go up to the enter to the arc area, and based on your requirement you can change it also. Now let's create the arcs. Now in the canvas we are creating create arc. Now here I have used the variables. So x1, y1, now x2, y2. Now what angle this arc will start? Start angle I am giving 0 and extend equal to, for that first one, the green zone, whatever it is, I have 45. You can change it. Outline equal to green. So this is where I am giving. Now little bit outline equal to, sorry, it should be within quotes. Outline I have given as green. Now I will say my next line I am coming. Here I am, so you can easily read it. So arc width. Sorry. This should be width equal to arc width and style equal to tk dot arc. This is the style of the arc I am using. These are the options I'll be placing it. So sorry, C1 dot. This should be dot create arc. Okay. So this is our first green zone, 0 to 45. Outline is green. Now I'll just copy this and I will place it here. One more, sorry, I have to bring this. C1 create work. One more. I am starting it from 45 and extend it to another 45 degree. Outline is blue. Width is same. Fine, not a problem. Now I will come place it again. C1 create arc, same everything. Start from 45, 45, so 90. It will start from 90 and extend. Okay, I'm giving 30 degree. So this color is yellow. So this is the yellow outline I am using. Now let me come to, sorry, one more. So here I am going for the fourth arc or fourth color, whatever I am here, x1, y1. Start angle should be 120, because 90 plus 30 is 120. From 120 it will start. I am extending it up to 60. A 60 degree extension, so 120 is 180. So half of the arc circle is full. Now this is, I will make it red. This color, extend, all things you can change it based on your requirement. So that's all. Let's just see so far what you have done, how it looks. We'll just run it once. Let's see height, where somewhere I have unknown option, height, width, where it is. Yeah, okay, here height minus 10. Okay, so let's run this again. Yeah, here it is. Something gone wrong here. Started, this should come here. What is the arc? 90 plus 30, 120. Okay, so this I have to 120 plus 60 I'll make it, so it will be a full arc. Yeah, here it is. Arcs are over. Now let's add a small circle at the center of it. So we'll say C1 dot create oval. Now where it is, x minus 10. Now x, y we are already defined as they are the center point. So you are telling that just 10, 10 minus. You can, if you want bigger size, size circle, you can increase the 10 value to 15, 20, whatever it is. So this is y is y minus 10. Now x plus, this is the second coordinate, right bottom coordinate, x plus 10, then y minus 10. So this is the surrounding of the, or dimension of the circle. Now we'll say fill. What color it should fill? I am just giving blue. You can give hex value or anything. Now comes, I'll just give a gap from here so you can easily mark this area. Now what I will do is I will convert the 0 degree to radian. So radian means in radian. This is the variable I am using is math dot radians. I am telling 0 degree. What happens, suppose you want the pointer initially to be at say at 90 degree, then you can give it 90, because it is in degree we understand it better. Vertically means 90, 0 means horizontally it will be aligned. So that is why we are getting. So you can change it to 90 also. I am just writing it, getting radian value from 0. So you can understand why this, because all my sine and cos functions requires inputs in radian. It will not take it in degree. Okay, pointer is a variable only. I will say C1 dot create line x, y till up to, this is okay, the line starts from the center point is x and y. We have already aware of it. Where it will end. Now I am just writing it. What's this diagram also? This will explain you how this comes. R multiplied by math dot, sorry, this is I am going for cos, sorry, sine. So cos, because it is the x coordinate in radian. Okay, now that is in radian is over, create line up to this point. Fine. Second, now next line I am just coming. Now here I am starting again, y minus r multiplied by math module I have imported at the top at the line number 2, I think, sine, now in radian. Fine. So now up to this. Okay, now here now xy, this is xy is the center point. Now x2 y2 I have given this one. How this this you understand by you see this diagram thoroughly. In this diagram it is explained to get the second coordinate or end coordinate of the line, how you are deducting it from adding x plus sign and y is y minus the for here it is x coordinate x plus cos and y minus sign. Okay, some options I will give it here. So for the line 1, actually this is I can give width also, width equal to 6. If you want bigger width you can give it, and a arrow I am telling you, because arrow is an option in the line also. So I will say at the last you put the height. I can give both also. So beginning I don't require it because it's the circle I am giving. So I can say the last end you put a arrow. Now let me just save this, check once how this looks. Yeah, here it is. Circle, I did some mistake here. Okay, let me see the circle, what I did mistake. I think yeah, why I should minus here, I should make it plus. Okay, so let's see again. Yeah, you can see the circle here, then the pointer. Okay, now we'll place the slider and start moving. We'll add the scale now. So below that, my scale, this is equal to tk dot scale parent window. It's not in the canvas, it is in the parent window, so my w. Now scale will have an option of where from it should start. So sorry, this should be from underscore equal to, it starts from 0. Okay, and if you want some other value you can give it also. 2 equal to 180. So this is the scale I am giving. Now orient, I am saying that it is horizontal. Now just come to the next line, so for your easy understanding. Now what should be the length? Length should be 300 and command. Okay, I am not written the function, I am just giving the name, my update. Okay, I am not yet declared it, I will declare it just above it. Now I will place it under my grid, my scale dot grid row equal to 2. I think first one canvas we have kept row 0, so it should be 1. Okay, row equal to 1, column and under the same column, so column 0. So that's all. Now the key thing, or I just want to see, let's check it once. My UPD. Okay, this otherwise let me just write the function pass. Okay, now it should show me that one. Yeah, you can see the slider is there. All, but actually the function, it is arguments, it's not passing, so that error. Okay, now we'll add our function inside the function, the code. We'll add the codes to our function. This is the function, it will be executed once every time when the slider moves or the scale moves. Now because this will receive the variables, so I am just giving the position variables, whatever it will receive. Now here it is, I will remove the pass from here. First what I will do, I will declare a global pointer, because this pointer is here. I will be taking this, sending it, so I am declaring it global pointer. And then again the same thing I will say. The main important point is that what angle, what is the scale value. I will read it and convert into, that is a degree. What I am 0, you can see it is 0 to 180, the value of the scale will vary. So what value I will receive, that is the angle in degree. So for that I will convert it to radian first. In radian equal to math dot radians. Now my scale dot get, so I am getting the, here this will give me the value of the scale value. I will read it and convert it into radians, because my dimensions all I have to calculate in. Let me just move up. Okay, now where my pointer will be, nothing, the same thing I will copy it from here. Instead of typing it again, I am just copy it. but one thing I missed. Fine. C1 create line math cost, that okay. So that is, this is the line, I am putting it here, okay. But before that I should remove it from the previous position. So for that I am removing it, C1 dot delete, because whatever the initial position it is declared here at the line number 24, that I am removing and recreating on a new position, and the new position values are x plus, this is the xy, means starting from the center, the R center we are defined at the beginning. These are the variables only, fixed, it will not change, center point will not change. The end point of the line will change based on this in radian, this value whatever I am getting, and how it is x plus R math dot, because this value is based, just try to understand this diagram thoroughly. This diagram tells you x second position or the end position of the line is the x coordinate, from the center it is the cos of the length of R. So this angle if I am taking, that is the cos value of that. Similarly for y it is y minus. Why it is minus? Because my 0 0 position is 0 position in y direction is at the top. So from the top y position is the center. From center this much I am reducing this, and that is the position of the new position of the new end position of the pointer. If this is what is the main key of the Allen, and this is the same one I have used it here, and this is at the 0 degree, and this is subsequently whatever I have. That's all. Let's save this and run once and see how it is working. Yeah, here it is. I am just changing it, whatever I am doing, and if you require you can make it a full circle and the pointer will read that value. Suppose you have some instrument where some data we are reading, let it be a wind speed or a weather, anything, whatever data you are reading, those data you can directly transfer this, because now from a scale we are taking, you can read some instrument value and accordingly the pointer can rotate also. If you have any ideas, any further improvement on this, use the comment section below, post your views, feedbacks, suggestions and anything if you have. And I will request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, and share this video with your friends, relatives and all in your class also. And I will request once again, do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you will be notified as and when we come with new videos. We frequently do that. And thank you for watching.